Welcome to another episode of Unsolicited Role Models, the role models you may not want, but you may just need. I'm your boy, Big Dave.
It's your boy, Ali.
And we got podcast host Ray in the background. And our very special guest.
How you guys doing? People call me Dougie, but my professional name is Douglas Siravo.
Douglas Siravo from Siravo Broadcasting, also does more things. We do Thursday's podcast, Sports Cup podcast together.
Dougie and the boys.
How'd you get into broadcasting?
I guess it was, big sports fan, and, leaving college, you're not sure what you're going to do with your life without a degree. So, early 2014, I was playing in a rec league roller hockey my whole life. Mm-hmm. And, I decided let's do something fun. Let's have you know how the leagues do, like, inside the NFL, they have the players mic'd up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we did one for MTRHL called MTRHL 24/7, and we had it throughout the season.
So you went to school for broadcasting, all right?
Yeah, that was 2017.
And that's when you initially found your passion.
Yeah, that's when I realized that's what I want to do for a career.
What I gotta ask you, because I've never been to broadcasting school. What do they teach you there? Like, what's the basis of broadcasting school?
Oh, we did radio, TV, speech, like how to pronounce certain words, production, radio production, how to read a teleprompter. So basically all the stuff that we don't really see behind the scenes.
I think I'd be bad at teleprompting.
What are the words that you had to say that you learned, I guess, because it doesn't translate? What are one of the funny words that you like, I didn't even think this was a difficult word to say in broadcasting?
Well, it wasn't. It was more of a speech class, like how to pronounce the G's, broadcasting instead of like broadcasting.
Oh, it's like the radio show hosts when they
emphasize.
Yes, they emphasize.
Yeah,
and they have a certain voice to them.
Okay, so it's making sure you say the word correctly rather than
make sure you pronounce the word correctly.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Like I say, broadcasting.
So how long you been doing this now?
I say we're in 2023? Mm-hmm. 2015.
Oh, wow.
I say maybe
2015. That's
what, 8 years?
8 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah, 8 years. Yeah, so.
How you like it so far?
Love it. That's all I want to do. Don't want to do anything else. As you can see, I branded it. I got my hat. So,
So,
I love it.
If it was anything you could do in the world, it would just be like broadcasting, podcasting, announcing, politics.
Anything in the media and entertainment world.
Okay, I can see that.
And so we've spoken before, obviously. And with NHL, with the hockey stuff, the hockey leagues, have you met any big name players or interviewed anybody, whether it be like in the minor league?
People coming up.
Yes, people coming up.
People that made it to the minor leagues.
Not really, but I did when I did the high school baseball. I interviewed Robbie Pito. He was drafted by the Angels, and he was drafted by the Angels, drafted by the Rays, and I think he signed a contract with the LA Dodgers. So now he's in the Dodgers farm system.
And we also did the Q&A with Red Bulls.
Yeah, that was great. I remember that.
Yeah, we went out to the Red Bulls game, did a Q&A real quick.
Something like that.
We're going tomorrow. You coming out?
Yes. Duh, we're going. I got the tickets, man.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow's...
Come on.
I was on vacation.
Yo, put it on your calendar, bro.
If I told him it was a Q&A tomorrow, he'd be like, yeah, I remember that.
I was on vacation mode.
Yeah, I know. So,
I forgot.
8 years podcasting. What have you found the most difficult in podcasting?
Obviously, I would say having everything done by the episode. So I do the live shows, but to make sure you have your intro set up, all the commercial setup that you want to put in, because sometimes those can take, like the intro we have for our show. It took me, a minute intro video.
Yeah.
That took me maybe an hour just to put together.
Oh, wow.
Because you got to find the clips. If you have a certain song, you want to make sure the transition lines up with the music.
Yeah, so the editing process.
Yeah.
Just like anything
So the
else.
editing process is,
I mean, I think that's the hardest for everybody because we're still learning editing.
yeah.
And editing for us is like, we're kind of straightforward with our videos. So we run through it, and they usually run smooth. So we just basically upload, make sure everything's good, the audio is good, the video is good, and then we upload. So there's not much. I mean, I do edit small bits like the quick, 10, 15 second intro video with music, and then it goes right into the show, and then like a 10, 15 second outro of just basically the promo of Unsolicited Role Models picture.
Yeah, but when he goes live, it's different from podcasting.
Yeah, live is a different bag.
You got the
I've never gone live. I'm scared of live.
Right.
Live can get you in trouble.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It almost got us.
He said yeah.
Oh yeah, we had one episode where it was
One of our
NCAA
buddies,
football. I mean, no, basketball.
It was basketball.
Women's basketball. And one of the
that's right.
one of the guys on the show said something, and somebody commented on it, and we're like,
basically,
That nobody watched.
twisted our words.
yes.
But it was actually our highest viewed episode.
Yeah.
People love drama, man.
We got the
It's a
most views on that
controversy.
one.
People
Yeah.
love drama.
Because he said something in terms of like, basically like shut up and dribble.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Just shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
You got a job
Then
to do.
they attacked you for what you said.
Yeah, about Allen Iverson, but that's a whole nother debate. You guys could go on to
I kind of want to know that. I'm gonna go back and see what you said about Allen Iverson.
What episode was that? What was the name of it?
It's just look for the logo with Angel Reese.
Yeah. Angela Reese or Angel Reese?
Angel
Reese.
Angel Reese.
It was that episode. You guys could check it out on Doug Siravo's Dougie and the Boys episode. So
Yeah, on YouTube, just type up Doug Siravo.
It's gonna be right by your knees on the when the episode drops, so we're good.
what do you mean?
The link, you just drop a link in there or something.
Oh yeah, we could drop a link in there. I don't know how to do that, but hey, we'll figure it out.
Oh shit, my bad.
Learn as you go.
We'll figure it out.
Ray's over here getting us way ahead of ourselves, but
Yeah, my bad.
we'll figure it out. Because I don't know how
like
to.
advertisement.
I don't know how to you know how to do that?
No.
To put like where it says pop up in the corner and it says click the link if you want to watch that video.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that point.
Well, we'll figure it out.
We're always live, so it's like
It's not. It's not pre-recorded, so you
some
don't have to deal
some
with that.
episodes I pre-record,
Uh,
but the one we do is live.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you like better, live episodes or pre-recorded episodes?
I like doing them live because then I could have maybe interaction from the viewers. You know, they can send in the comments from Facebook. They can maybe call up. So
Yeah.
any interaction with the viewers is a lot better. Because sometimes I pre-record them and people send me comments and I can't even answer the question.
Well, I mean, you can comment back, but it's a little too late for that, I
it's
guess.
not real time. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, real time is always good.
Yeah.
I saw one thing that, like, I don't know, a while back, said you were trying to run for something in Monroe.
Yeah, council.
Council, what happened to that?
I'd say I got second place.
Did you?
And the one,
It's not bad, though.
no, it's not.
So, I mean, there's podcasting, there's politics. What else do you do? Is there anything else you're into?
Well, I'm the team reporter for the Monroe Falcons ice hockey team.
How's that?
Oh, nice.
Good. Started that in 2015. Went to the coach that I used to play for. I said, let's create a team Instagram account at Monroe Falcons Hockey. Created that, posted the highlights, posted interviews with the players. Then a few years later, I started doing. I started to MC the banquets, the events.
Yeah, you're MCing now?
Yeah. Then
Wow.
Then COVID happened in 2020, so we wasn't sure what to do. Keep the Instagram account dry, but we came up with fan interaction on the page. So we did like Fun Fact Fridays, Alumni Mondays, and we'd have them vote for who they want to see me create a Fun Fact Friday for. So each week throughout the pandemic, I posted a new Fun Fact Friday of an alumni or current player.
So, when you do the broadcasting for them, do you interview players when they're done?
Yeah, I've interviewed some of the players. Then we do I do play-by-play for the games.
Because I know, like, some places might be like, oh, no, you can't do it. We don't allow it just because, a kid might say something and get in trouble for it.
Wow.
But, like, if they're allowing you to do that, that's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
to go down and be able to talk to a player that maybe scored 2 goals and be like, how you feel? And they're just pumped up about it. That kind of media preps them for if they ever get into the NHL, if you think about it. So you're actually media training them.
Yeah, and it's training me too to get there.
Yeah, because you both get experience.
Yeah, but the play-by-play was tough.
That was gonna be my question. How was the play-by-play?
It's not too bad, because I don't mind doing the talking and doing play-by-play. But the thing about ice hockey is it's so fast.
Exactly. That was my question. That was my biggest thing. Is like play-by-play for that small puck. How big is a puck, by the way? I'm pretty sure you know.
I say it's like this.
To keep your eye on
Like
that
this round.
and to know who's passing it and how an assist is and how that stuff goes. That's
Yeah, I don't mind
crazy.
doing it, but for me, I'd rather have a color commentator guy, because then I could pause and he could speak and give him his thoughts on the game.
Right.
Because for hockey, it's tough. I mean, it's not too difficult.
Especially when it's not televised. So you have to actually be watching the entire game.
Yeah, you have to pay attention at every moment.
Yeah, you
so
don't have it on the screen right next to you.
Like I could, and then if you don't know the number, the players, it's a little bit difficult.
Right.
So you don't sit there with like a sheet with all the players' names and numbers?
No, because I know the players on my team, but for the opponents, they don't really have access to that.
Well, I mean, if they have a lineup pre-game to let the what is that called? The refs on the ice, to let them know who's supposed to be in there and who's not, you might be able to get your hands on that.
Yeah, I probably could.
So to help you a little bit more.
Because I just say, here's 26 with the puck, 26 passes at the 20, and then sometimes you twist over your tongue when you don't know the player's name. But it's you get used to it. So for Monroe, I could just be like, here's Aiden Grinstrom with the puck. He passes it to who was on the team last year.
Look, now you're drawing blanks. New year, new team.
Still on vacation mode. Vacation mode. So those coconuts.
Here's Graham Kane with the cup. Here's Graham Kane with the puck. See, it's easier when you're watching the play.
Of course.
Here's Kane with the puck. He passes to Grinstrom. Here's Grinstrom with it. He takes a shot and a save by the goal. He gets the rebound and he scores. Aiden Grinstrom sends Monroe to the GMC final. It's a lot easier when you see it.
So did they teach you that in broadcasting school? Or was that like natural for you?
I say that was natural. Well, when you watch professional sports your whole life, you try and study the guys. Like I looked up to Doc Emmerich. He retired, but he was probably the face of the NHL for many years on NBC and the New Jersey Devils. So
that's not bad. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to do it because, like, I watch soccer and even passing, these guys pass it back and forth and back and forth.
Right.
To me, it just becomes repetitive, and by the end of the day, I'm probably going to be like, yeah, this guy gave it to the other guy. He scored a goal.
Yeah, I think they pick and choose when to commentate.
I think with soccer, there's more like formations in a sense.
Right.
I'd say baseball is the easiest.
And football, I think.
Because they're just basically having a conversation in between plays.
Yes.
Yeah, you say the batter that comes up, what the pitch is, if it gets hit, if it's a single, who it passes by. And then from there, you're just having another conversation until the next batter comes up.
Yeah, and if you have his stats in front of you, you could be like...
But a lot of people don't realize that that's a team effort. Like, it's not just the commentators. It's the people behind them giving the stats.
Yeah.
Because when they I don't know how they pull up some of these stats, and they're like, oh, the last time this happened was 1968 when Lou Gehrig hit it and this person dropped it. And I'm like, yo, how?
Prep. That's hours and hours of prep. That's
because I've seen documentaries for like Gary Cohen. He writes everything down.
That's insane. I wouldn't be able to do that.
That's why you need interns and shit like that.
Yes, especially. Or like Colin Cowherd, he takes, I think, 2 hours to prep before every show.
Oh, yeah. His show's, what, at 11, I want to say? At 10?
Yeah.
And he's there at 5 in the morning
to
prep for the next morning. Then he does his production meeting, and then he takes another, I think, hour or two just to
make sure
to sort everything out.
Everything's good.
I think like Doug has learned more as we've gone further to prep. Because when we started our show, Dougie and the Boys, it was all over the place, 2 hours and
that's because of Jonathan over here.
Yeah, that is because of Jonathan.
You can't route me up. That's what you wanted at first. You wanted to route me up, get me going.
So
about the Jets and whatnot. But,
No, but I'm just saying, we asked the question and somehow it turned into an hour 30 conversation about who had the leverage.
So since we've started the show, Dougie and the Boys, till now.
Season
2. Right.
Yeah, we're coming into season 2.
Right.
What have you learned the most about running your podcast better?
time frame for us, especially. And that's why I have it's going to be 4 parts. And then we go to commercial. So first part we'll go over the week. Second part we'll do our picks. Third part, whatever time frame it is. If it's MLB playoffs, NBA offseason.
There's more of a structure to it. You got everything organized.
So we're going to try and do the 3 to 4 time slot.
Because a lot of people, they get used to just having a normal conversation between people. Like, we can sit here and have a normal conversation, but at the end of the day, if you want to excel to the next level, you have to kind of structure it to where you're having that normal conversation, but there's points to each one. So you go through the first step. Okay, now we're getting off topic. Let's pull it back in, because, I mean, us here, we learn it too.
Yeah.
And then there's the aspect behind it of networking.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, me and you went to Media Day from Gabriel Jorana's fourth boxing fight, his fourth pro fight. We did the Media Day, picked up our media passes, and you actually came up to me and you were like, "You know that guy?" When I was talking to somebody, and I was like, "No." And that's when I was talking to Angry Duck Sauce.
Eric.
And I got Eric from Angry Duck Sauce, talked to him, and we actually got him on the show for episode 2. And you were like, "How do you do that?" And I'm like, "You just got to talk to him." So do you feel like that's a part where you kind of lack right now, is networking with people to get them on your show? Because as a sports show, we could bring in those high school players and talk to them. We could bring in Gabriel Jorana to your show. We could bring other, sports people, even if they're high school kids, college people, minor league people onto the show. Do you feel like that's something you need to work on more? Or is that something that you just really haven't thought about? You just thinking about getting the episodes up, and then doing that later down the road?
I wouldn't say I'm lacking it. I mean, I know I could get highly respected people on the show, and more people that aren't just us, but I like the consistency of the same host on the show and the same co-host. Like, before you guys, I was inconsistent with host.
Yeah.
They tell me I can't come on. Oh, I have to do this today. Sorry. At least if one of you can't make it, I still have one other guy on the show. So I'd rather have the same consistent host.
Right.
And then if anything, if it's just me, then I could invite someone on. Like, I think in the future I'm going to have a singer that I met on the cruise, who I think I heard he's auditioning for American Idol. So if I could get him on my show, not the sports show, just the Doug Siravo show, where I, have people on.
Right.
And then that could build from there.
So on the other, that brings into another side. We do the sports. So the sports has been going very well. Do you feel like now is the time to start building other parts of the show?
I think so, yeah, because I look at the ratings, and some of the political shows get great views. Some of them average 100. Like, I put together my cruise vlog, and only a day in, it's already at 60 views. So I think it depends on what the people want and what they like seeing. Because I notice when we debate, when we go at it, when Jonathan goes to a whole different world, we get the views.
Right.
But if we're just sitting there talking about sports, what happened in the world of sports, there's no arguing, we don't really get the views.
You can't agree with everything. There has to be a debate. There has to be a debate. Nobody wants to see you guys agreeing about shit. You know what I mean?
Because, like, that's different from a different aspect from what we do. Because we want to learn. So, we want to learn, and we want the viewers to learn on how you got to where you're at. For you, it's more sports, because sports is debatable. Everybody has a certain opinion.
Yeah.
So when you go now, you said you got a singer that wants to come on the show that's going to audition for American Idol, or has an audition for American Idol. That's where the show turns into our show. Where it's not, you're not debating anymore, you're learning from that other person.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's turning into your show.
No, I'm saying like the way it's structured.
Right.
No, because Siravo Broadcasting is a plethora of things.
No, but that interview would be the way that we run the show.
Yes, but that wouldn't be Dougie and the Boys.
No.
That would be the Doug Siravo Show.
Yes.
Right.
Because you have Siravo Broadcasting, and what we do at Siravo Broadcasting is Dougie and the Boys. That's the main show. That's the main sports show. Mm-hmm. Then you have Dougie's Political Hour. That's where we have it at the family gatherings. We have Carolyn on, Jim on, they debate. Carolyn walks out because Jim said something offensive to her. Then we have the vlogs, where I put together vlogs if I go away, or...
Those gotta be freaking amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
Because you send me videos of when you're vlogging, and I'm like, look at this. Like, you went on the cruise with one of our other coworkers, Shane. You sent me a video of him dancing, and everybody was recording him dance. And I'm like, this is just a highlight of a vlog right here.
Yeah. So we do the vlogs, and then we do and then we do the Doug Siravo Show. Where if I have a certain guest on, they want to talk what they talk about. Could be their career, could be politics, whatever it may be.
But that's good. You don't stick yourself into a box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, doing it for 8 years, you've learned to branch into different areas of the field.
It's good to separate them too. It's good to separate them so you know what target audience you want for this show versus the other show.
Yeah, and I could see what I could get into in the future. Mm-hmm. So if people like me talking politics, then you know what? Maybe that's where my career is going to be. Maybe
that's where you reroute your focus.
Maybe I'll be a political analyst somewhere. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If people like me talking about sports, maybe I'll be a sports analyst. If people like hearing me do play-by-play, then maybe I'll just be a play-by-play guy for a team or a network. Mm-hmm.
So you're basically trying to find your niche in the masses right now.
Yeah. But
you love to do everything, but you want to find that one thing that everybody loves you for doing.
Yeah, and I could put together a demo reel and send it out to whatever company it could be. And I wasn't even the creator of my show, so that's the best part of it.
So wait, you weren't the creator?
No, I was not.
Who was?
So I did a weekly show every Wednesday at 3:30 at the broadcasting school. Mm-hmm. So we did that. That went on for like a year. Then I took a break because something happened with the school and I didn't have a chance to go there. Then 2020 came around. We had the pandemic. So Andrew, my friend, said, hey, and everything was opening. Right. Everything was opening up again. So my friend said, let's do Instagram Live. Let's give people updates and opening and let them know about the openings. Barbershops are opening today. Nail salons are opening up today. So after doing 2 or 3 episodes on the Instagram Live, that's when we decided to do it on Facebook Live or in YouTube. As you can see, the first episode we were sitting at a kitchen table on FaceTime or whatever it was. You see the 4 squares. Kyle was at his house in Sayreville. Andrew was at his house in Monroe. So that's basically how my show got started up again. Because he said, hey, let's do this. There was nothing else to do. We did Instagram Live. So we would start the show. Some shows would go from 2 hours to 3 hours because we had nothing to do. We didn't work the next morning because restaurants and everything was closed at the time. So we would start the show giving COVID updates, having opening season starts today, and we'll be agreed to a 60-game schedule. Then after that, we'd go into, updates around the league, and then for the last hour or so, we would just BS about stuff.
So Dougie and the Boys actually started with other boys. Think about it.
What happened to the other boys?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm messy. Just let you know.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew comes on once in a blue moon, but the other boy, Brandon, was fired.
Oh my God!
How's that?
You got to call HR up.
Well, I made the decision. So.
Oh, wow.
Was it like a messy kind of situation that you just couldn't go back to, or?
Yeah, he was inconsistent with coming on the show, and there was jealousy with stuff going on. So I said, you know what, I don't want this toxicity on my show. So goodbye.
But you see, that's the thing. Is like you learn where to cut it off. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't know if you're still friends with him or not, but like you you learned what's going to work and what's not going to work, what you want and what you don't want in that situation. And you basically cut out the cancer in a sense and was like, all right, that's gone. Let's move forward. Because most people, they run into that situation and be like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I'm over it.
Right.
No, a lot of people, their life changed once everything started opening up also. You know what I mean? Like, people started going out, people working. People like, I don't have time anymore.
Yeah.
But I would do the show. I would be like, hey, Mark, you want to come on and talk about the latest around the MLB, Montreal, your hockey team? Mm-hmm. Hey, John, you want to come on? We could talk about this. Whoever it may be, whoever I could find. Or I do a half-hour show by myself.
That's rough. A show
Speaking
by
of
itself
that,
is rough.
Hold on. Speaking of that, you did a show where you were interviewing yourself.
Wait,
what?
Wait, what was
That's
it?
mad narcissistic.
Didn't you do a show where you were interviewing yourself? You were standing outside
Nah, he's not.
with a suit,
I've done that multiple times.
Oh, shit.
How
We're ready.
I
think we opened up a can of worms right now.
It
sure did.
It's practicing.
But you've uploaded them.
Yes.
So how do you, like, what do you get out of from doing that? Like, obviously you said it's practicing, you're learning.
Show people?
No, I'm asking, like, how does it help you with your situation of broadcasting? Like, you doing an interviewing yourself. Like, because I wouldn't be able to interview myself, but the way you do it is pretty cool, because, like...
That's like some therapy type
Literally, he's sitting at one table.
I argue at something myself.
Yeah, he's sitting at one table.
Hold on, is this on the Vlog? I gotta watch this shit.
Yeah.
I'll show you after we done.
Yes,
this.
please.
Oh my
God. You need to go to Doug Siravo's YouTube channel, because
I follow the page.
when you find that video, there's one video that he just did recently where he's literally sitting behind a desk, and then he goes, like, what do you think about it, Doug Siravo? And then it's him standing outside in his suit talking.
Oh no, you see, no, that's pretty cool.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you
Also, was that scripted though?
Yeah.
What do you mean by scripted?
Was it scripted in the sense of you knew what to say when you was at the desk, and then you knew what you were gonna say at the thing? It's kind of scripted, no? It's still your conversation with yourself.
I know the question that I was going to ask.
So
you better know the answer too.
Did you do the desk part first or the outside part first?
The outside part first.
Okay, that's how I figured. Because you do the outside part first, you watch it, and then you would be like, okay, you know what? This is how I'm going to come into and introduce myself and say this and that.
And then I pause for like 10 seconds, and I give myself the time to ask a question.
See, it's not bad. I thought it was completely different.
That's creative though. That's very creative.
Yeah,
I would have never thought of doing some shit like that, because they would roast my ass if I did some shit like that.
What do you think? He's freaking...
No, I thought he was sitting down.
Side to side?
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. That would take some skill, though.
And time and patience.
Like, you would have to write the questions, the answers.
Let's be real about it. People do roast me for it. But I laugh. I think it's funny.
I think it's funny. I think it's like, it's entertainment for your page. People are gonna, if they laugh at you for it, that means they're coming to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But regardless, they're coming to watch.
The main reason why I do it is because I got to practice how I'm going to interview someone. Think about it. I'll show you guys the one where I argue with myself.
Yeah, but I don't know if people will always upload those videos, though.
I don't know how you argue with yourself.
I don't
That's another thing.
I don't listen to myself, so that's a mute point for me.
Because what I do is,
But I'm sick, though.
let's say I have to interview someone, and they get mad at me for how I asked the question. Now, because I practice, I know, all right, you know what? I'm going to advert that way and try and get him to agree with the point I just made.
But in a sense,
So you're playing a mind game with the person.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
not with himself.
Yeah, but it's practice, Jonathan.
Did you lose? Because when I argue, I want to win.
Hold on, because when our arguments come on the Dougie and the Boys, all you do is hold on, John. This is my show.
Is that what you do?
No, when I interviewed myself for the alumni game draft,
Right.
I told him, change the question. We're not going there.
You told yourself?
Yeah.
Change the question.
That's crazy. I gotta watch this shit.
You see that? That sounds entertaining. Like, I want to watch.
Yeah, it's good branding.
It is.
People are talking about me.
You gotta put it at the top so when people first get onto your show,
that's
they
a
watch
fact.
first thing they watch.
As a short or something.
Oh yeah, create a short out of it.
You do some reels, well, shorts, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, for YouTube it's short, and then for Instagram it's reels.
That'll fucking hit. I'm telling you right now.
It will.
Put that shit on Instagram. Oh my god.
So what's harder for you to market? YouTube, Instagram, because I mean you're on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, podcast, everything.
Get on TikTok.
So,
man.
what do you feel like is the hardest to promote? Like, what's the hardest to get people to listen to or watch?
I say YouTube because there's so much stuff on there. At least with Instagram, like I've seen my reels get like 2,000 views. Because all you gotta do is share it. If you're public, all you gotta do is share on I just gotta put it on my story. Then you may see it. You may share it on your story.
Don't forget the hashtags though.
Yeah, and then he may see it and be like, "I like this. I'm gonna put it on my story."
YouTube, you can hashtag as well.
Yeah,
but it's true because a lot of people like on Instagram, you can add a bunch of people on your story or on your reel, and then they can share it, and then somebody will just click it and look at it.
When David would share my stuff, I had people that I don't even know I have people that I don't know or follow me view my stuff.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Especially because you're public as well, right?
Yeah, I'm public.
Yeah, same here. So if I were to share it, it just reaches the...
Yeah, it reaches your followers. Yeah. Your followers may like it. I may send it out.
And everyone.
Yeah, it reaches the masses.
Yeah, it reaches the masses.
Have you tried TikTok though? I'm telling you right now, I was TikTok famous for a few days.
TikTok just for
I was TikTok famous for like a few days.
Yeah, he was TikTok famous.
What that had, like 50K views?
50,000 views in like a week. It's just me dying inside watching my girl have a blast at the Taylor Swift concert.
Like I was sitting there like this.
I was dying inside. I'll show you after the show.
Oh yeah, Dave was at that show, right?
Not Taylor Swift.
I think he was.
I was with Taylor Swift in the back.
She's a tall girl, man.
Oh my god.
Hey, it happens.
That's
Travis Kelce, I'm sorry.
That's Travis Kelce's girl?
There's rumors
that they're together.
There's rumors that they're together.
Yeah, but her bank and his bank are two different banks.
Oh yeah, of course.
She's looking at him like, nah, fam, I'm good.
So, on the Doug Siravo Broadcasting, I'm going to call it a network because that's what it is. It's a network.
Yeah, it's a network.
Do you have, besides the singer, anybody else lined up that you want to get on the show that you've talked to? Like, I saw you had the guy from Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, Mike Arresta, I had him on.
How was it getting him on your show? Like, how did you meet him? How did you talk about getting on the show and working the way to do an episode with him?
Well, I met him at the Monkey Bar and Grill.
Swing on by.
Met him at the Monkey Bar and Grill, my sponsor for the show. And I've known him for years. I've known him since I've been going there. But I did not know he was on Hell's Kitchen. And it's funny, when I watched those episodes, I didn't even realize that was him until he said something about it.
That's how it usually happens. Like, I feel like most people will not realize a celebrity's in your presence.
Nope. Until someone else notices.
Yeah, until somebody else might notice it.
Yep.
Because think about it, Messi was walking around the supermarket the whole time and nobody noticed him.
Like that's how I envisioned myself on the cruise. A lot of people didn't realize until they saw me in karaoke that they had a star in the studio, in the karaoke studio.
So you were on the cruise, you did karaoke, but at the same time you did the Smart Play and you promoted.
Yes, every time I sang
your show.
After I sang, I promoted it. I said follow Siravo Broadcasting on Instagram, follow Dougie and the boys, like.
Because a lot of people don't think about that. I've met people that have been in a room with masses. I mean, I'm talking people that are higher up than them, celebrities or fashion designers. And the first thing they think is like, okay, I'm here, let's hang out, let's have a good time. But as a business, you have to network.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The best part is when I finished one of my other songs, I didn't even say it because I was out of breath and I needed a drink from singing the song. One of the cruise director of this cruise staff was like, follow his podcast.
Oh, you see?
Without you even saying it?
Yeah, without me even saying it.
There you go.
And like people that I knew from the cruise were like, "You're Podcast Doug, right?" Yeah, I'm Podcast Doug.
Oh, that's good. I mean,
gained 5 followers because people came up to say, "What's your podcast about?" Connected on Facebook.
Now you got to show them the vlogging episodes.
Yeah, well, I think that's how I got most of the views.
And then you got to show them you interviewing yourself.
That's fucking gold, dude. I'm just telling you now.
That's gonna be your niche, bro.
It will be.
Yeah, it could be like.
I can't wait. Like as soon as I get home, I'm watching at least 2 of them. Shit.
I'll play it for you before I leave.
No, I want to do it behind your back just in case. I'm joking.
So like I have this hat, and then during COVID, I created a Siravo Broadcasting mask.
You got shirts too?
We're gonna work on that.
Nice.
You gotta be like us. Look. I got stickers right now. You can have one of those stickers. Unsolicited role model stickers.
David's acting like this is the first time he gave it to me.
I gave you one?
Yeah, at the Red Bull game.
I don't remember that.
Oh man, you guys had some drinks?
No, it was just a long night. It was kind of like, so Doug's not. I'm guessing that's your first Q&A, right? Like that, where it's in like a big setting like that.
No, I've had plenty.
Yeah, plenty of those. So like the way Red Bulls ran their stuff was kind of weird. You kind of had to check in at the desk, which we didn't know where the desk was at first.
Yeah, we didn't get our sausage.
Hey, yo,
Oh wait.
listen, it was a mess that day. But we got to the desk where
That's
I
part
guess.
of the Q&A, the sausage?
No,
but
I ordered food online. And
I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together.
yeah, I ordered food online, and the stand that I ordered from was closed, so I had to went to another stand, and they didn't even sell that there. So somebody had to figure it out. But then for the Q&A part,
Did you get your sausages?
I did get my sausage peppers and then made
Yeah,
that.
and then we walked upstairs for the. Oh, this is your show. What am I doing?
I'm very immature.
Hey,
I'm
this is
sorry.
my show. Relax, okay? Relax, Doug. Now,
me up.
we went downstairs to find the media desk, I would call it.
Right.
And it was like almost at the exit. To walk upstairs, and the guy told us where to go, but he didn't tell us exactly where to go. He's like, go to section 125, and it's in that area. So we go up there, and we're like, where do we go now? And then we asked people that were working there.
And they still don't even know?
They didn't know where. So we kind of saw people walking down back into the stadium at a certain area. So we went down there, and he's like, oh, do you have the pass or whatever, the bands? And we're like, yeah. He's like, all right, you just go down there. And we sat down. 3 players came out. People were asking questions, so I ended up asking a question under Unsolicited Role Models, which I posted on YouTube, and that's one of those videos that's hard because I think it had like 7 or 8 plays compared to over 100 from the other 2 interviews. Mm-hmm. And then Doug did his from the Siravo Broadcasting and asked his question.
Yeah.
So like, how is that experience of sitting down and getting to Q&A? I mean, it's not like a crazy Q&A, but to sit there and talk to a person in front of the masses, like, how would you say that feeling is?
I'd say it's interesting. You know, I've been to a few for the Devils as your season tickets. They give you they have events, private events, so I've been to a few. They had one with the 2000 Devils Stanley Cup team. But I think it's interesting because you and I, we asked the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, I feel like they couldn't.
But the fans go there and they just say, who's your favorite player? What were your dreams growing up?
Who's the best dressed?
Yeah.
General questions, yeah.
Yeah.
So for someone like me, you have experience.
Right.
You want to get there. You throw out your podcast name. The fans in there don't know who you are, really.
You're getting to the meat of it.
Yeah.
You
And the players say, oh, this guy has a podcast? He sounds interesting.
So, I mean, it's a good learning experience. It was my first Q&A, and I had a good time. Yeah. Doug recorded me asking the questions. The audio kind of was horrible because it reverberates through the stadium.
Yeah, you had the mic echoing.
Now, they do that for every game, right? So tomorrow when we go.
No, that was just for that one game.
Yeah.
It was for the one. I got an email for it, and they said that we were invited out. But, for me, coming out, new podcast, it was a great experience. I've never did anything like that. Like, I've interviewed people before.
Yeah.
I've done shows before, but I've never done that. And that's something that, like, to experience you saying you experienced it a lot. So like I know how you feel now to experience that situation of talking to somebody who is on the team and plays for the team. So it's all a learning experience. What advice would you give to somebody who wanted to start their own podcast and do what you're doing?
It's probably what I said to people on the ship after karaoke. I said, don't worry about what the world thinks about you. Follow your dreams. And I said, you may see me on TV one day, but let that be an example to you that you could accomplish your own dreams and set high goals, even if the world tells you it's unrealistic. And just do what you want to do. You know, don't worry about what people tell you. If people tell you, oh, have a plan B, they're telling you need a plan B because they needed a plan B in life.
Exactly. Bars. I like that.
Oh, yeah, I like that. You got any closing arguments or advice?
Arguments?
Don't say arguments, bro. Don't say that word around, Doug.
We need views, man.
Closing arguments? What are we here to argue about?
I don't know, because Jonathan always brings up arguments. Doug Siravo.
Yeah.
Dougie and the boys.
He always riles me up.
Nah, you have to check into Dougie and the boys for that.
Yeah, I would say check out Dougie and the boys for sure.
Yeah.
I thought he was just going to act
every Thursday.
I thought he was going to ask like a nasty and unfair question.
Like what?
I don't know.
You ever embarrass yourself on your show?
No.
Yeah, when you interview yourself.
This guy. Yo, but trust me, or us, that's gonna hit. That will.
I'm gonna say this from experience.
Cause that's intriguing. I'm curious now to see, like at first, but the way I thought about it at first was weird. Not the way you explained it. Like literally you sitting down and asking yourself, not even him editing himself back and forth. I thought it was you sitting down, asking a question, in the same position, answering that question.
No, it was a dual screen. He popped up on one, and then the other one popped up, and it kind of zoomed in and blew up on him outside, and he started talking.
And you can make a gag out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because these are scripted to an extent. Or
because I play multiple roles.
Okay. So
you play political role, you play sports role, right?
Oh, so
for that.
Yeah.
Like for the high school thing, when we did the alumni game draft, I had the multiple roles. I did Doug Siravo, the founder of Siravo Broadcasting.
Uh-huh.
Doug Siravo, the reporter. Doug Siravo, the team captain. So I tried to fit it in to give people entertainment and to, enjoy what they watch. Because what you do, Dougie and the boys could be a big hit and we could make millions. There's no doubt about that. But it will mean nothing to me if we don't impact the people around us.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. I was going to ask you that. Right after you, like, what means the most to you? That's my closing question.
I got two.
Longevity or impact for you?
Impact.
Yeah.
Like if I could make someone laugh and let's say you're having the worst day at work, you go home and there's Doug Siravo talking to himself, and you start laughing and that makes your shit day turn into gold, then I made an impact. The same thing too when I do the high school games and the reporting.
Yeah.
Great for me. It's great that I build my resume. But if it makes an impact on these players to appreciate what I do for them and showcase them and show their talent to people because think about it, for high school games, without these like reporters, there'd be like no highlight reels of them.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Besides a team, maybe just a team camera.
That's true.
Yeah, but not to bring it to me, but my son right now, he's 18, so he's getting looked at a couple colleges. Like, he has to go to the editors and the videographers and help and tell them, hey, can you make me a video? He has to ask them to do it, so he's doing it himself.
Yeah,
like, they're getting clips to do it, and he's doing it on his own TikTok. Like, he's doing like highlight films for him to get some scholarships or shit like that. So yeah, so it's very important.
If you think about it,
like you said,
what you do is more than broadcasting at the end of the day.
Yeah,
because you're basically not only promoting yourself but promoting others and making them feel better about themselves at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what Siravo Broadcasting is. It's a plethora of, from sports to politics to vlogs, but it's also there's a big picture. It's to be an impact, and it's to change the outlook on the world. Be like, you know what? Some people may look at me and be like, he acts like he's the president of a famous company. Well,
But you're manifesting that.
that's how I dress. That's what I want.
You dress for the part.
Exactly.
You know, I want to show people if you think small, then you're gonna be small.
Mm-hmm. Like, you better bring a tear to my eye, bro.
Like if I act like Dougie and the Boys is the best show in the world.
Yeah, man.
You know what? Maybe one day it will be.
That's true. Podcast Ray, got a question?
He pretty much answered. I wanted to ask him just what's the end goal for the Siravo platform, like the broadcasting. I guess it's more business side of everything because you want to become the video guy.
If we're not if Dougie and the Boys or Dougie's Political Cut Hour isn't picked up, what I want Siravo Broadcasting to be like the big thing. Mm-hmm. You know, we produce TV shows. We produce vlogs. Like, if you want to make a vlog, send me your stuff and we put it together.
Mm-hmm. See, I think that's
almost the same. That's the same thing. Not to bring it back, but same thing with we
do. Forget Fox News, forget CNN, forget ESPN,
forget mainstream,
forget all that. Come to Siravo Broadcasting for your news and for your entertainment.
Yeah. We'll help you get to where you want to go, because that's how I see it as for Unsolicited Role Models. It's not just the platform. It's not just a YouTube channel. It's, if you want, I'm gonna go to Gabriel Durana. I'm gonna end up going to the boxing gym where he trains. Get video footage. He has another fight coming up in November. Put that together for him. You know. While I'm helping him, he's helping me, because now I'm learning how to edit and make these kind of videos so that when we do our shows, I know how to do it now. So helping him is helping me at the same time. Even us going, sitting media, having media passes, recording those fights, at the moment I haven't put it all together, but with John, me and John is we're relearning how to edit.
Yeah.
So this gives us a bunch of stuff to work with, a bunch of videos, a bunch of pictures, and to put it together. So at the same time, we're bouncing off. We're helping you, you're helping us, we're networking. Somebody else needs the help, now you go with them. Sooner or later, you might come down the line where you meet somebody that'll be like, I want you to join a bigger network.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys.
What do you mean?
No, if they came to me and said, we want you to join a bigger network.
But that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, that's your goal. And if everybody around you doesn't realize that your goal is to move up in life, sometimes you have to, it's not even cut it off. You have to explain to them, hey, listen, this is where the show is going. It's an opportunity for me to make bigger and better life choices.
Right.
And unfortunately, it means that I'm going to have to stop this show. If the people around you don't accept that or acknowledge that that's better for you, then that means at the end of the day, they weren't really supporting you.
Must be nice.
It's true. And that's why you had to fire somebody.
Yeah, you got fired.
It's because at the end of the day, they were holding you back, right?
Fired. Yeah.
So I would just say this, for anybody out there, just keep doing what you're doing, keep striving. Go check out Doug Siravo on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Instagram, everything, right?
Facebook, everything.
Facebook, no TikTok, because that'll get him in trouble, he said. But Siravo Broadcasting, Doug Siravo. We had fun today.
Yeah, that was a good one.
We had a good time. Podcast Ray in the background. So that's another episode of Unsolicited Role Models. The role models you may not want, but you may just need. Thanks for Doug Siravo coming out.
Yes, sir.
Having a good time with us.
And what premieres in...
Season 2 of Dougie and the Boys, baby. We'll be back.
Look us up on YouTube.
Dougie and the Boys. We'll see you guys next time.
And we got a new intro, too, for the show.
We do?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited. Peace out, guys.
Deuces.